Well, you know, Rachel, we are old friends. You're from Arizona. You went to ASU. I grew up watching you both on The Real World and Road Rules. So you know how important it was, I know for me at least growing up, seeing a conservative woman on many realms of pop culture and then on The View. So I've been a fan for a long time. I am concerned about the 15. I completely understand and respect your decision to step down, Congressman, 100%. I am worried about the 15 Congress people leaving. You and Will Hurd, that one, that's like a stick in me. Like, I'm such big fans. What can we do to get more conservatives elected?
So I think you have to recognize, when you look at the 15 seats, Will Hurd is the only one we are going to have a challenge with. It's a tough seat. But the other ones are really Republican seats. We're going to keep those seats. And I think what's healthy for our democracy is you have citizen legislators. You know, it's good to have institutional knowledge like your dad brought, but also bring in some new blood as well. And that balance always makes our government work well. And to see this transition, I think is really good. Think Nancy Pelosi and Steny Hoyer have been leading the Democrat House since 2003. There's no transition, and we've had John Boehner and Paul Ryan and Hassard, and now we have Kevin McCarthy. That new blood is good, I think, for the democracy and for a party.
And that's, you know, the tradition is, you know, George Washington, you know, left. It was the first time we ever saw someone give up power and go back to the farm.
Maybe Mitch McConnell will leave.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're not going to call him George Washington yet.
So,
and by the way, he can always go back.
I mean, you're very young,
Yeah.
and I mean, you know,
I
hope you and Paul Ryan run for Senate and governor and make my political Wisconsin dreams
But why
come
are
true.
people leaving? Why are they leaving? I mean, we know why you're leaving and why Will Hurd left, but why are they leaving?
I watched Joy last week talk about it's Donald Trump. Listen, they're leaving at a time when, as conservatives, we're implementing a lot of conservative policy that are making people's lives better. Their economies, their economies are stronger, their salaries are rising, their opportunity is growing. You guys may not see that in New York and California, but in the middle of America, that's happening.
But Congressman,
but hold on a second.
Go ahead.
I think what's important to note that they're leaving despite a great opportunity to implement policy. They're making decisions individually about their families like we are.
But
what's right for
you
them.
have so many children. Don't you worry about the environment? He's terrible on the environment. I would think that alone could turn you against him.
Go ahead.
That's your children's future.
I really think it's hard. I do believe it's really hard to see when you are in these coastal bubbles. If you live in middle America, we live in rural Wisconsin. The towns have turned around. The factories are back. People have jobs. There's more jobs than there are people to fill them. And that was not
a lot
the case.
of times at the expense of the environment.
But one point,
Not
Joy,
good.
the regulations that you want to implement isn't going to cost you your job.
I would gladly give up my job if I could have a magic wand to make it all go back to what it was.
Those same people
In a
are going to
second.
need more health care. But we got to get to your book.
I agree on the environment, though. Let's just do it.
Oh, you do. I think more needs to be on the environment.
We've got to get to your book, though.
Yes, thank you.
Because your daughter and my daughter share a name. You just published your first children's book, Paloma Wants to Be Lady Freedom, which is based on your own daughter, Paloma's first trip to D.C. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So if you go into children's bookstores, you'll see there's a lot of emphasis on diversity, which is fine. I wanted to write a book about what unites us as Americans, not what makes us different. And this book is about a little girl who goes to the Capitol. She discovers her inner patriot, Paloma, my Paloma, your Paloma. She gets lost in the Capitol and along the way discovers her inner patriot and figures out why her father wanted to become a U.S. citizen. And it's because we live in the greatest country in the world.
I wish you guys all the luck in the world.
Yeah.
A new chapter ahead. Our thanks to Congressman Sean Duffy and Rachel Campos Duffy. And everyone in the audience is getting a book as well. Paloma Wants to Be Lady Freedom.